Hey everyone, Brendan Snyder here. How are you? And thank you for joining me. Got another new release that came out Friday, February 14th. It's called Archon Angel. And this new band is notable for having Zak Stevens, the former vocalist of Savatage, singing for them in here. The other main member of this group is Aldo Lanobili, coming from a group called Edge of Forever and also Secret Sphere. So these two guys had a chance meeting at the Avalon Project, which is put together by former guitarists from Stratovarius. And when these two guys got together and met each other, they decided they wanted to work on something, and ultimately it became this project here, Archon Angel. But what was of interest is that they had set out to create something that was very reminiscent of Savatage. They wanted to do something that's along the veins of two of Zak's biggest albums, Edge of Thorns and Handful of Rain. In particular, two of those, in my opinion, are two of the greatest records by Savatage, at least the later era of the group with Zak involved. And so along with that idea to produce something that was definitely in the vein of Savatage and the song structure that Savatage wrote in, they also brought in some outside writers to assist with that. And so Alex Del Vecchio, a guy that works a lot with Frontiers Records and does a lot of co-writes for projects on Frontiers. He's written with Jorn and Hardline and most recently Revolution Saints. He's on it, definitely handling a lot of great stuff with the keys on it. And then Simone Mulroney, and he comes from a group, Sweet Oblivion. And the reason I bring this up in particular is that this album here that just came out features Jeff Tate, formerly of Queensryche, another really great project with a prominent metal vocalist on it on the Frontiers label, so do check that out if you're not familiar with it. The album by Archon Angel talks of the story of Archon, this fallen angel, a modern day angel who is called upon to take care of the people of Earth from frightening and turbulent times. So this is a storyline album, much like a lot of the rock opera things that Savatage did with Streets and Dead Winter Dead and Wake Magellan, that sort of stuff. So that sort of thing is being brought across here as well. Zak's wife does some co-writes on the vocals here, so it's interesting to have her involved in this. Definitely a lot in common with Circle to Circle, one of Zak's other projects, if you're familiar with that, which also has ties to Savatage. The first two albums were written with John Oliva of Savatage as well, so he was involved in those and getting that going for Zak. So you have that, and so definitely a lot in common with Savatage and Circle to Circle. The guitar on this is really top-notch. Aldo does an amazing job on this as a guitar player, and the leads and the song structures here that are reminiscent in that sort of over-the-top way that Savatage is. The heavy metal sound here has got a lot of ethereal passages and things, but it does have that big bombasticness that we've come to know from Savatage, and of course those things are melding together in classic Savatage fashion here. So there's a couple of the songs that I want to talk about here in particular. The first one being track 1 and Fallen, and it's got this dark minor key melody that sets things off and gets the whole stage going here with a big power chord that comes crashing in. You know, this is much like gutter ballet or something along those lines, and so it really does set the tone right off the bat. Track number 4, Under the Spell, has this eerie piano and drum intro to it that starts things, but then comes in this big chugging guitar riff on it, and with even bigger vocals that come in over the top of that really push this thing to the next level. Midway through the song, though, there's multiple lines sung at the same time on it, which again is reminiscent of things like the song Chance on Handful of Rain that Savatage does, where they have the multiple people singing in the round, and so you get that also in here. Again, they're pulling a lot of things from different eras of Savatage and making sure all that stuff gets in, and you're feeling that. Track 5, Twilight, Has another eerie opening on it, but this one has more of an orchestrated feel to it than the previous one that I was talking about. And then following that orchestrated intro on it, almost a thrash level guitar riff comes ripping into this thing where Zak's vocals then come in, almost matching that. And it's a great interplay between the two on there with the Zak's vocals and the guitar. Track 7, Hit the Wall. This one here has a cool drum and bass intro on it, followed by a frantic riff, guitar riff, and vocal styling that's reminiscent of Haunting Cobras. Again, another reference there to Savatage track off of Handful of Rain. This is the front cover of it there. The back side of it. And I'll pop this open here so you can get a look at this, and just take this out to let you take a quick peer at that. And we'll pull out the booklet here. Just do a quick thumb through on it. So you've got Zak there on the front. It's got lyrics interspersed throughout this. There's Aldo. And then there are some other guys that back them up that appear in here. We've got one of the guys there. Another one. And the final page and the back of that. All right, so there you go. If you're into Savatage and Circle to Circle, and you're looking for something while Savatage has not been active for a very long time, and if Trans-Siberian Orchestra just isn't quite heavy enough for you, I would definitely recommend picking this up here, Archon Angel. All right, hope you enjoyed this, and if you liked it, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope everyone has a great day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.